There is this one television that is so entertaining. It is so inspiring and so educative. It is God's own television, TV station that changes sinners, TV station for the oppressed, TV station for the hopeless. Starcross TV, inspiring station. Watch Starcross TV, enlightening station. Watch Starcross TV, empowering station. God's own station, station uniting the world. There is this one television that is so entertaining. It is so inspiring and so educative. It is God's own television, TV station that changes sinners, TV station for the oppressed, TV station for the hopeless. Starcross TV, inspiring station.
Good morning, beloved audience. Good morning, watchers. Good morning, everyone out there. Peace of the Father, I would say in my own language. Here you're welcome to BCS Starcross Television Morning Star program. To be specific, I hope your night went very well. I hope you slept well and you woke up pretty well this morning. So how has your morning been like so far? I mean, it's already 8:30 if I'm not mistaken. So you're going to tell us how your morning went like. But before I proceed with that, I am not in the studio alone. I'm here with my most esteemed colleagues, and I will begin with Brother Oku. Good morning, Bro Oku. How are you doing?
Good morning, Sister Queen, and good morning to our beloved audience. Good morning, Sister Stella. Thank you for that warm introduction. As I always say, I started this morning very cold. I don't know for some reasons, but I'm happy I'm here. At least whatever I said I was going to do, I'm doing it. So I hope you should do the same. Thank you.
Alright, that's fine. And let me bring to your screen one of our very own unique presenter in person of Sister Stella. Good morning, Sister Stella.
Good morning, Sister Queen. Good morning, Brother Oku, and to our esteemed viewer out there. Good morning. Happy blessed morning to you. How was night? Just like Sister Queen said, what are those things you intend to achieve today? What are those things you bend down to achieve today? Sincerely, believe sincerely that with determination, with hard work, with faith, you're going to achieve everything you intend, everything you aspire, everything you dream of for today, and then work towards it, and it's going to be a plus.
Alright, that's very beautiful. I can see we are all looking fine this morning. So now today is going to take kind of a different shape, should I say, because we will just be dwelling mostly on the just concluded anniversary celebration of the BCS Starcross Television. Now, trust me, I don't want to begin so I don't get to exaggerate so much. But honestly, though, it was a week of weeks. Yeah, that's what I'll call it. So a week of weeks, because yes, it was so loud. We had made it so obvious, but it turned out to be more interesting than I even thought. Now, I'm not going to give you the highlights yet. I'm going to call on my co-presenters, and as usual, I'll begin with Brother Oku. So, Brother
Okay.
Oku, tell us how was the just concluded anniversary celebration, and what was the outcome? Did it meet up your expectation?
Ah, Well, the just concluded anniversary was one of its kind, anyways. We were celebrating a decade, and I think when I was 10 years old, what was I doing? I was
You're
already
still
in
playing
JS
with
one.
sand.
No, I wasn't. I wasn't. I was a very big boy. Like
Okay,
I think
very.
yes.
Okay.
I was in JS one as at 10 years, and I was doing very well for myself. I think.
How well?
Pretty well, pretty well. I was doing very well. I can still remember that I was in a
Focus.
right mindset, yeah,
Okay.
because I didn't start school very early, like in my JS when I started school, I think when they were almost writing tests in the
Okay.
particular set school. So now I started with just like I think 2 days to the test and then 1 week to the exams. So I didn't really learn anything, but JS one is like year one, so it's almost like everything you did in your primary
Primary
six.
school,
So
yeah.
if you're very good, it shouldn't be so hard for you. Then at the end of the day, I think that was the first time I took fourth position. I think if I can remember.
Okay.
So I also did really well. Like the school was like, this boy just came, and so I was in my right mindset. So Starcross is celebrating a decade, and a 10-year-old child is not a little boy, is not a little girl. A 10-year-old child is not a small child, and so far so good. Just like we said even before the week commenced, so much have been achieved, so much have been done, and everything we said we're going to do, we did all of them to the letter. In fact, especially the movie,
Film festival.
the film festival, yeah. I was not opportune to be in the office to watch the film festival myself, yeah, but I did watch it online. If you were there with me too, so I did watch it online, and it was mind blowing. It was almost as if I was on Netflix or something.
Okay.
Honestly, it was mind blowing, and then getting to see so many talents, everyone trying their very best, and so many movies for just one event. So it was something very blissful to watch, and also the Carnival float. It was amazing. Now, I wouldn't say the Carnival float was amazing because it was done. I would say it was very amazing because it was done globally. Like the way everyone was going around in Cross River State was the same way everyone was going around in Lagos, Abuja, River States, every other state and countries, you can name it. So, and Starcross, honestly, have lived up to expectation. And why can they live up to expectation when the father is the sole owner, the one pushing the entire buttons? So and that is one thing you can take home today. Like, if you want to start anything, allow the father to be the pilot of whatever you are doing. In fact, if you notice in every Starcross program, I think somebody said in our last show that that this event is supposed to be like events of the events because they cover other events. And now,
yeah.
so when Starcross cover other events, yeah, then this is Starcross time. I was in my little imagination, I was like, so what is going to cover Starcross? Like, if Starcross cover other events, so but they still cover themselves. The father is their cover. The father is our cover. So if anything that he is involved is always spectacularly beautiful. It's effortlessly beautiful. In fact, if you look at how this entire event panned out, it was effortlessly, and that was because the father was with us all the way through, from the flag off up till, in fact, today I think we are still celebrating because why will we be on t-shirts if we are not
Right,
celebrating?
right.
So I think that's my take on the
Okay.
anniversary.
Okay, that's quite beautiful. I mean, I totally agree with you. It was nothing less though. Well, like I said, it's not my turn to exaggerate or to speak yet. Let's hear from Sister Stella. So, what's your take on the just concluded anniversary?
Okay, what's my take? I think Brother Oko has really touched major parts of the anniversary, but let me start from the apex. From the grand opening, which was on Monday, 29th day of May,
May.
yeah, 2023. We started with the flag off. Holy Father was there live and direct. He was there to unveil the official, the present we presented to him. In fact, it was very, very colorful. A whole lot of persons were adorned in this beautiful t-shirt we're putting on, and we were just there to celebrate with us. The joy was massive. The blessings was enormous because the father, in fact, the father was happy. That's what I can say. The father was happy. On that day, the day of the flag off, it was a very blissful day. The weather was, in fact, everything stood still for courtesy Starcross TV 10th anniversary. Yes,
Yeah.
there was no downpour. The sun was not too harsh. The weather was just very calm. Yes, to suit everybody, whether you're dark, you're white, you're this, you're that. The weather was just perfect for everyone. And then on Tuesday was when the training proper commenced. The training and retraining of staff and then other trainees outside Starcross TV. We started, we had a presenter, a top-notch presenter. Can I still remember his name?
Mr.
Emmanuel. I don't know, I don't want to so now I'll not get it wrong. Ohiamohai, something like that. Please, pardon me, just take the Emmanuel and forget the other one. Sorry, he is a top-notch presenter. Like, I learned a whole lot during that because of his class, his lecture with us. I learned, he taught TV presenting, radio presenting, script writing, the do's and don'ts, the guidelines for everything you want to do as a script writer, a TV presenter, a radio presenter. He gave us pictures. He said a whole lot of things. He gave illustrations. He did. The class was so interesting. Like even the non-staff that were opportuned to attend the first meeting, sorry, the first training,
Lecture.
that Tuesday training, seriously, they learned a whole lot. Like that unionism was there. That there was nothing like segregation. This one is not a staff, this one is a staff. So because of that, you should not speak because you're not a staff and all of that. Everybody was given that liberty. Everybody was given the room to air out their opinion. If you think what Mr. Emmanuel said is not actually right from what maybe you've been taught earlier on, you say it there and then express yourself. So it was more of a communicating stuff, yes, communicating class. Not that it was not a kind of class where just the teacher or the lecturer does all the speaking or the talking or the lecturing, and then the students would just be there moving and staring at him. It was an interactive session with Mr. Emmanuel. So Wednesday, Thursday also went down with the training and other activities. And then on Friday, just like Brother Oku said, was for the film festival. I think I was there live and direct to watch the film festival. I was opportune to see, I think, 5 movies. And then trust me, some of the movies were kind of funny. So the movies were funny, the characters, I don't know, the video qualities. If I was asked to pick 1 or 2 from all those movies I saw that day, if I was meant to be one of the judges, I don't know how it would have been because I saw some kind of funny movies, like, not that they were not really captivating or not educative or something, but the qualities, the video qualities, the way they did their whatever, I don't know how it's been done. I'm not a producer or anything, so, but sincerely, it was something very, very, so something worthwhile, seriously, because it's just like I said, I don't know if there's been anything like that, film festival, I don't know, because we really thank the Father. The Father has also made this to be an annual event, this film festival. Father has made it to be an annual event. So on a yearly, we're always going to celebrate or participate in this film festival, and also going to give ample opportunity for more producers to come up. These persons that feel they don't know how to do this, they don't know how to do that. I'm very sure all those persons who participated in that film festival went home with something. Yes, they all went home with something. So nobody went back with, like, nobody lost anything. Yes, they all went home with something tangible, something reasonable. So the film festival was top notch. It was okay, though we actually didn't start early enough, but at least we were able to cover up some of the movies, and then we also had other persons, spectators who came around, sat, and then also watched the movie alongside other staff of the establishment. So it was something very, very good. And then I think the movie titled Love Potion actually emerged first position with a cash prize of 300,000, and then others were with 150,000, 100, and so on and so forth. Like I said, every producer went home with something. And then on Saturday was the Carnival Float, which according to Brother Oku was a global carnival float. Every Bethel, every state rather, participated in this carnival float. And then River State emerged first position in the carnival float. I want to say, by particularly the whole state, Cross River State, like as a person, I was not really satisfied with the turnout of persons from Cross River State. I was not really satisfied because I was expecting crowd, like being the whole state. I was expecting a whole lot of youth, being that the publicity was much, everything went viral. I was expecting a whole lot of choristers, Abasites, youth from all nooks and crannies to storm the streets of Calabar. But be that as it's made, the Father still took charge, the Father still took glory. The persons I believe that made it to that carnival float were the persons that were assigned or were designed or were destined to come out for that carnival float, Scotty Cross River State. And then for other states, I think I watched that of River State, yes. I saw that they were also beautifully adorned, their appearance, their coordination, their cooperation. Trust me, it was top notch. And then on Sunday was the grand finale of this great occasion where we had series of events or activities lined out. We had our cake was something else. The cake was nice. The cake was beautiful. The Father was also there live and direct from the Sunday service. I don't want to say much, but that Sunday service, Father, be the Father of all fathers. The Father actually gave us the gospel we needed as the voice of the universe. I think we had up to 11 or 12 witness texts. And people were like, Father, please forgive our sins. I don't know. Seriously, I've never been in a service where we have such lengthy witness texts, but my God, Father is indeed God. Seriously, because he had that patience to give us all those, I think 11 or 12, if I'm not wrong, all those witnesses from first, second, third, first Bible, second Bible, golden text, and then 11 to 12 witness texts. So it was huge. It was much, like it was packed filled with enormous blessings. I think that was actually rounded up by a few minutes to 4 p.m. before we now commenced the the events, the grand finale of the 10th anniversary of Star-Crossed Television. It was wow. It was seriously very nice. So any person or any of us who was not opportune to be in the hall here in Calabar live, I'm sure you must have watched through any of our social media handles, our YouTube platform, all the platforms. We know for sure that Star-Crossed TV is always there to keep us abreast with all this information. So do not feel you've lost anything, any information, or you've missed out on anything. Star-Crossed TV, like I said, is always there at your beck and call. Thank you.
That was that was elaborate enough. But I think I did not hear or speak of one very thing.
Okay.
You know, there was this marked difference I noticed in our t-shirts.
Okay.
The quality and the beauty, like everyone just had the urge to get the t-shirt. Everyone just wanted the t-shirt, and it looked so beautiful on everyone's body. I don't know how that was possible, but I should say the t-shirt was really, really nice. I know Brother Oku will be feeling himself right now because he's currently on the t-shirts, but but honestly, good things deserve praises.
Right.
The t-shirt for the just concluded anniversary was really, really beautiful. Also, I should speak a little on the training.
Okay.
You know,
Not just the training. You should speak a little on the anniversary.
Okay.
Like everything about the anniversary. Come on.
Okay, fine, I will. Let me begin with the training.
Okay.
Now, I was having these thoughts that just the group of staff in the studio will be trained.
Okay.
But I did not expect that the charity would be extended
Okay.
to non-staff members. Now, the most interesting thing there is that no one was charged for the training. Everyone came free. There was refreshments. Everyone ate. Everyone, I don't know. We're just happy because of the, let me say, the kind of person that was brought to lecture or to train
Okay.
us.
Who's that person? Like, I've
No.
heard so much about this person.
Oh, I see, but who was
Just
not
do him
present
to be
for
Mr.
the
Emmanuel.
training.
Emmanuel.
Yeah, let's just
Maybe
do
it's not
with
fabulous. Why
Mr.
can't you invite
Emmanuel.
him?
Not that we can't remember the name per se, but we don't really want
The
to give the wrong
pronunciation
pronunciation.
is just, it's not an issue, but that's just what we are respecting right now.
Yeah.
So yes, that's just it. You know, the man came and he was able to communicate with us. When he says something, he wants to hear your own view. He wants to hear what you think about what he just said. And trust me, even the, I don't know if I should say, even the slowest of persons could learn a whole lot from what that man taught us. Now, Wednesday started on Tuesday. Yeah, Tuesday, Wednesday. I wasn't even able to miss any of these days because I mean I had to learn a whole lot. I was so surprised at the faces I saw. People that I think I've not even seen them in my whole life before. I mean, I just turned back and I get to see different faces here. And the man was able to carry everyone along. Honestly, it was really, really interesting. It was something that no one would have loved to miss. Now, going back to the opening ceremony, that's the flag off ceremony. I don't know, should I call it fear or I should call it opportunity? I get this feeling I get whenever I have the privilege to, you know,
Get
exchange handshakes, yes, with God Almighty. And that very morning, I wasn't expecting it. I was not expecting it, trust me. I was like, it should just be an opening ceremony, everyone would dance, and we go our ways. But when I got there, I don't mean to expose myself, trust me, but I was shivering. I was actually shaking. I did not know how to stretch my hand, and all I had to do was just to bend my head, close my eyes like I was praying, and extended the hand. So that was blessing enough. That was enough blessings for all the workers of Sacros Television. And to my greatest surprise, it did not just end there in the opening ceremony.
Yeah.
Even the grand finale,
yeah.
everyone had the opportunity again to receive golden handshakes from God Almighty. I mean, I don't know which word I'm supposed to use right now, because no one would do this for us. If Olumba was not God, the other person that was to be God or that would have been God wouldn't have done this. I mean, Father is just so caring, so loving to us that He knows what we want and He knows how to attend to all our problems. So I'm just so happy about that. I'm just so thankful to God. Yeah, coming to the carnival. The carnival float, yes, I was not opportune to be there, but I was just following up everything, every single thing. I just had to follow up everything. And the major thing that caught my attention was the dressing. Everyone was just looking so beautiful, so handsome that day, and I was thinking, I've missed so much. I watched River State. I felt like going to River State immediately. Like I was thinking, is there anything I can do to be present in this carnival float? But all glory goes to God Almighty. For the carnival float, they just concluded anniversary celebration of BCS Sacros Television. Trust me, I am not even exaggerating. I'm not even joking. It was one of its kind. The grand finale was quite remarkable. The program, everything was just so beautiful. I mean, normally I noticed something. Normally during weeks, anniversaries, the ESCO members, the ESCO members, they make use of Divine Vanguard.
Okay.
But
Okay.
we were sitting
Given the
with
privilege.
eminences and bishops. You know, that's where we mounted, and it was looking so beautiful. I could just see the smiles on the face of my God. And you know, the I don't know what they call them, but the judges during the film festival,
Okay.
they were there, and I was listening to the father, but I mean, I was just looking at their reaction, every single thing they were saying, and one man, someone that spoke, he pointed out something. He was like, nobody would give the opportunity that father has given for the youth to bring up the talent they have to produce different films solely sponsored and appreciated by the father. I mean, if someone that is not even a brotherhood member would know
Say that.
how kind and merciful, how loving the father is, wow, it means we in brotherhood we're in heaven already. Yeah, that's that's so. There's this question I would love to ask.
So,
There's
but did you
this thing-
feature in any movie? Before I ask your question, because I remember in most of the major StarCross series, I saw you there acting. Oh wait, were you really acting?
Princess Royalty?
Oh, I thought you were acting at Marjorie because like I thought you were tying you stuffs on your hands and stuff. I don't know what that is, but so in the film festival, did you feature in any movie and stuff?
Well, I did not.
Or how many did you feature? You did. Oh, okay. You are like bigger than
No
competition.
way! No way! No way! I was just not.
Remember, Udus was telling us about was it A class?
Yeah.
How did he? Yeah, there was how he was middle,
Okay.
fine, ground. Like there's how he was
Mhm.
differentiating
Yeah, categorizing
and
the
categorizing
cards
their
and-
in
Oh,
hierarchy.
wow.
So,
So,
so
don't
I-
worry, when Odus comes, I'm very
We'll
sure
ask-
we're having
we'll ask
Odus,
him
so
where-
we're
where
gonna
you
ask
fall
him
in.
Bring it
questions.
back.
where you
Yes.
fall in, I think you should fall below the line. I don't know if is it below the line or
Those above the line are
Above.
above the
yeah,
line.
below
Yes.
the line. You are below the line, yeah.
Above.
Below the
Not-
below. Yeah. It's alright.
Okay. So I was about asking, you know, before the anniversary, let me say before the flag off, we had different expectations.
Yeah.
We were like, okay, this is what the anniversary would look like. This is what I think the anniversary will look like. So, to you, brother Oku, the just concluded celebration, did it match your expectation?
Ooh. I would say did match to a greater extent. Honestly, it did actually match. Some of the things that happened during this anniversary are very spectacular, and in fact, they are very different from every other anniversary. Just like you said, so I didn't even know how I was going to feel when I saw them because there are things that you've never seen. You get like it's not every time people do anniversary and do a global carnival float. Even like the largest fellowship as women's fellowship, I've never seen women's fellowship do a global carnival float. Yeah. So it's not every time you see that. It's not also every time you see people do anniversary and do a film festival. So like honestly, I didn't really know how to feel. Like I didn't even know what to expect because it's something I'd never seen before. So and seeing everything play out was like, so this can be done. Like because you want to imagine like how is it going to be done? Like film festival, okay, won't it be boring? Like when you couple a bunch of movies and just throw at people, people tend to get tired, especially if it's not in their area of interest. Like me as a person, I really like science fictions and stuff, and basically science fiction, and then maybe a couple other movies, but futuristic movies. Like I like stuff that have not yet happened, like stuff that is yet to happen. So
And
when
that's something you can actually predict.
I don't like stuff I can predict at all.
Okay.
I like stuff that there was this movie, like one of my best movies, Star Trek or so, or Star Wars. Now in this movie the conventional way of traveling have been changed, and in that movie if you wanted to go to Lagos, you just get to the park and then you walk through a door, you make your payment and stuff, and you walk through a door and you go out of Lagos. Like you go out of Lagos.
Oh wow.
That sounds fun.
Yeah,
That means anyone can go to Lagos anytime. Just
yeah,
open
and not
night
just Lagos, like anywhere in the world. Like if
Okay.
you wanted to go to UK today, after you make all your papers and stuff, yeah, okay, he's ready. Okay, they
Just
stamp
pass
you,
through the
and then
door.
you just there's
There
a
you
door, and people are just like there was like a drone view, and then people are just going through UK and back to Asia, Dubai, like, and you just strolling in, like no.
No stress,
Stress and
city,
stuff,
yeah.
yeah. So, and I think that should be like teleportation. There was like a little science to it, but it's not really possible currently. Yeah, but who knows? That can be my invention. That can be your invention. That can
Yeah.
could be anybody.
true.
So yeah. So now most of the time, that's what fascinates me. Like, and now in this case, I was like, okay, how will this whole thing look like? I was terrified. Will it be nice? How are they even going to do it? Like, will they share the movies in Flash for people to go and watch at home? Like, because will they keep people around and tie them goggles? Like, what will it be? I didn't even know what to expect. But honestly, it was very beautiful because I find myself even following up when I was not actually present in the studio. Now, the show was going on, and I think I was at work or something somewhere. Then I followed up the entire program on my YouTube. So I was like, oh, okay, they've started, yeah, yeah. Just like you said, it was really funny though. Yeah, so I was like, oh, no, most of them really look like a few of them kind of really look like Nollywood, yeah, Nollywood 19 something. So most of the time when I saw like, yeah, it's. But now the effort is what we have to applaud. Like people put in the work, and then although everything is being sponsored by the father, if it doesn't give us the ability, or it didn't give everyone that, it wouldn't have been done. But so far so good, it was successfully done, and everything happened right on time, exactly the way we said it was going to happen. So I think it matched up to my expectation, although I didn't really have what to expect. So but it did, and now this is not just going to finish this year. Just like she said, the father has come declared that we should have this film festival and all of this like every single year. And now we are just doing Carnival Float, yeah, now. But don't worry, by next year, in the next 2 years, it's going to be like a global butterfly effect. Like it's not going to just be BCS members alone. Now you know you were being surprised that people outside Star Cross are coming in to get lectures. You'll be surprised when people outside Brotherhood will be coming in to get lectures. So there's so much Sacros can still do, and there's so much we are doing already, and that's all because we have God Almighty in our midst. So
Okay, that's nice. So, Sister Stella, let me divert a bit.
Okay.
I would love to ask you a very, very different question, but I think before I go straight to that question, let me also get your point.
Okay.
Did we or did the anniversary celebration meet up your expectation?
Okay. I would love to divert a little bit from what Brother Uncle said.
Okay.
Yeah, as a person, I had an expectation
High
because
hopes.
yes, I had high hopes. Because, being that we are celebrating 10 years, a decade, a perfect 10 of lot of achievements. I particularly let me start from while I was giving out the rundown of the activities for the week, I missed out on the sports.
Oh,
The sports, yes. It was so amazing. Like I was amazed rather. It was amazing when I heard the Starcross TV had 4 goals to 0 from the other person.
okay. The first royal microphone.
Pressure on my-
Yes, like because I think our previous anniversary, the 9th anniversary, the Starcross TV, should I say lost? I just don't know what to say. But this time around, last year was I think 101 or something. But
They
this
lose to
year,
us.
yes, this year 4-0. Wow, it was amazing when I heard that. So that part, as a person, I was thinking maybe it was gonna be a draw, or maybe because I know that company they have players. I know for sure. I also know Sacross TV have players though, but I wasn't really.
Did you watch the game?
I know I wasn't there. I wasn't there physically. Yes, I wasn't there in person, but I heard how everything went down. Yes. So I didn't really vision Starcross TV winning the other team, yes. But that, like I said, it was so amazing. I
So
was
you
so
were hoping we
happy.
lose.
No, like I said, maybe I was expecting
That we will lose.
draws.
Oh, draw.
Calm down, calm down, calm down. I was expecting draws, but seriously, I wasn't really expecting that Star Crossing was going to win the match. Even if with 4 goals is a plus to Star Cross TV. But even if they were going to win, it shouldn't be all to 4 or something, maybe 1-0 or 2-0. But 4 good goals to 0. Wow, Star Cross TV football team, kudos and thumbs up to all of you. So that was a part of this anniversary that actually gave us that vibes, gave us the morale. Because trust me, if that team, if Star Cross TV team had lost the match, it would have been something else. It should have been something else. Another team coming to win you in your own 10th anniversary number. It's
So
not
bad.
possible. So, like I said, I had a whole lot of expectations. Then from the carnival float, I was also expecting the host states, Cross River State, to, I think, come first in the carnival float. But being that as it may, River State being the state that actually emerged first in the competition, I think they actually deserved it because when I watched River State, and then compared it to what we did here in Cross River State, the difference
clear.
was very clear. So I don't think there was any kind of bias in it. And then the film festival, like I said, I was there in person. So I went through, or I sat down, and I think I watched 5 movies. It was getting late, so I had to go back home. So the few I saw, I was opportune to watch. I could handpick, like all the persons that were there, could easily handpick anyone. Like from the 5 I was opportune to watch, could I easily handpick anyone that could come out first position. Like
So did you watch Love Potion?
Yes, I had watched Love Potion, and then
There's
the
this
video
other
quality.
movie, The Prize. I
The
think
prize
that one came first.
Yes, that one. No,
and
Love
Love
Potion.
came second.
Are you sure?
Yes,
Okay.
very sure.
Okay, the prize, both Love Potion and the prize, they had very good video qualities.
Oh,
Yes.
okay.
And the storyline was something very captivating. It's something like you're seeing yourself acting the movie with them. Like
Oh.
I don't know, I'm putting myself into
Aw.
the oh, stop it. I am putting myself into the picture right now. Like while watching it, I was like, I don't know how to explain the feeling I had while watching Love Potion and The Prize. Like particularly The Prize, when the blind man was playing the
organ.
keyboard, like he was kind of being sorry for his past lifestyle when he was a youth. You know, as a youth, you think maybe when you're known for a particular thing in the church, like they say you can sing very well, you can dance very well, you can do this very well, you can do that very well, and then everybody places these high hopes on you, and then all of a sudden pride now gets into you, and then you start misbehaving. That was what this blind man was actually doing at his youthful age. He was a very good keyboardist, so people actually had high hopes on him in his Bethel. So on a certain day, he was actually paid to play a keyboard for a particular program, and then he used the particular money. He used the money. I think he squandered the money with his friends. He got drinks, got this, got bread, and all of that, but did not actually render the services he was paid for. So because of that, he dashed the hopes of those persons that actually had hopes in him. So I think maybe he was he expelled or something. I can't really figure out what actually happened, but that actually led him to where, okay, on his way coming back from his celebration with the money he was paid to render services in the church, he was robbed. He was not robbed. Someone stole something, and then since he was drunk, the person actually handed over the bag he stole to him, and then removed the jacket he wore, and then placed it on his body. So the people who were running after this person that stole the other person's bag, seeing him with that bag, they thought he was the one that stole this stuff. They caught him and then beat him up mercilessly. I think that actually got him blind or something. So that movie was very,
The
very,
storyline
very,
is so touching.
yeah, it's so
Yeah.
touching, so touching.
Like,
So
I know, like I didn't really see that movie. So
yes, but while
who
explaining,
acted that? Who was the
Brother
cast?
Excellency,
He was the keyboardist.
keyboardist, yes,
Oh.
the excellent.
Oh.
As in, it was so touching. Like I was really visioning, like before the next scene comes, I would just wish, oh, what is going to happen next? What is going to happen?
So that means
next,
you
and
could
all
not
of that.
predict it.
Yes, it's more like not that I couldn't really predict, but it's not like a regular kind of Nollywood movie that
Yeah.
you must definitely predict the next,
Next
scene.
thing.
So then the next one, the prize, sorry, the love portion. I think that's an illustration from the everlasting gospel. It's a regular illustration the father always uses. I think I was opportune to hear that from the father himself when when two couples are always having um, quarrels, always having arguments and all of that, not knowing that this lady, it's because of her character, her the way she misbehaves, the way she talks to her husband and all of that. That's what was actually leading to her marriage crashing. So her friend introduced her to a native doctor who
Yeah.
gave her something to put in her husband's food. So her own little sense, actually, she thought that stuff was kind of a fetish stuff, a fetish powder or something. But at the end of the movie, the native doctor now told her, no, test this thing I gave to you. When she tasted it, it was sugar. So the native doctor said, this thing is not any kind of powder or something. It's the normal sugar you use in the market. So it's the normal sugar you buy from the market. So if your marriage is lacking, okay, maybe you're not doing what you're supposed to do as a woman, you don't respect your husband, you don't do this, you don't do that, you don't respect your in-laws and all of that, definitely your marriage will not go well. But if you told the line of sweetness, the line of this, the line of that, definitely you will enjoy your marriage. So that was, in fact, it was so it was interesting. So that actually taught almost everybody there learned that. Maybe anybody that was not, or that has not opportunity to hear that illustration from my father must have picked something from that movie. So it was very interesting. So I don't know if I've said a lot, but I know
You've tried your
I've
best.
tried my best.
Okay. That was beautiful. That was a nice one. I'm so thankful because I was not around for the film festival. I'm so happy I now have a clue on what it really looked like. So, Brother Oku, we've spoken a whole lot. We're talking about different events, different programs during the just completed anniversary. I would like to ask you, of
Yeah.
all these programs, of all the week activities, which was your favorite and why was it your favorite?
It's really hard to say which was my favorite. Which exactly will I point out?
It's difficult to pick.
It's very difficult.
Because all was just so
Yeah.
nice, but you
Yeah.
should have a favorite, right?
I don't think I should. Should I?
I don't know.
What was my favorite? You know, it just like all just one event. I wouldn't say the carnival float was my favorite. It wasn't,
Did
honestly.
you join the sports?
I wouldn't say the sport too was my
Okay.
favorite because the father was not there. Yeah.
Okay.
Now the father was there in the flag off and the
Grand
grand
finale.
finale.
Okay.
But then that's like very special event and shouldn't be compared with anything. Yeah. So I would say the film festival. I think I would say the film festival because I think honestly, if I was asked to support or bet or like invest my money in any of the events, that's one event I know I would really invest in because imagine we had thousands of very, although I know it's coming, yeah, of very innovative, like all these people that went on, because I really think some people went on to act this thing with their Android phones, yeah.
Yes.
So imagine we had like a very high quality camera for everyone. Although there was, I think that's what some other people use, but it can be for everyone, you
Yeah.
know. So I think if everyone in the competition was to come out with their very, 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 very best of equipment using to shoot, very best of actors, it might happen. It should happen. Like we have like very top actors and actresses in the country and in Africa. So imagine a film festival with all of these people acting just. How many minutes? It was 30 minutes each movie. Let's say 15. I think 30 minutes is too
15,
much.
15.
15 to 10 minutes movie. Like, then we're using these top dogs. Although, still with our top dogs too. We have Shark 26. Did Shark 26 act anything?
No, we didn't.
But he
the
did
prize,
produce.
yes.
Yeah.
So, and a few others, I know by then, HOD is going to be super big. Excellency Tatex. I don't know if you know Excellency. You should go look for his handle. He's a star. So imagine we had all of these big stars in different movies, and the movie were of final quality. It would have been like a traffic in the internet space. Honestly, it would be a traffic. So, and I really feel that we are going to achieve that. So honestly, film festival is my favorite. I don't think we got like the best out of the film festival, yeah. But I think we can do more. It's an idea, and we can really improve on that. So film festival. So watch out for it next year, proper year. Film festival.
Okay, so
Okay. I know she's trying to point the question. Let us also ask you, Sister Queen.
okay, my favorite activity in the just concluded anniversary week was the training session.
Okay.
Yes, I don't know, I like investing in knowledge. I like knowing things. I mean, even if I have a clue on something, but it would be better if it's expanded and elaborated for my understanding's sake. Yeah, and the general manager of Starcross Television made it mandatory that all members of the group of staff in the company should attend that training, and that's
Yeah.
one thing I really do applaud him for. He was able to gather the staff, the workers here in Starcross Television to be trained, because I mean, it's not easy. Yes, it's not easy, but with the help of the Father, we were able to achieve it. We were able to accomplish that very mission. Now, gathering both workers and non-staff members wasn't really easy. To show you how good, how expensive the activity was, everyone was lively. Everyone said something. Everyone had something to say. There was this lady, or this sister, I should say, that came. Honestly, I was so shocked. Like, I was so surprised when I saw her. I won't want to mention the department she works with, but the department she works with has nothing to do with TV or media forum. But I was so surprised. I saw her. She walked in and she spoke after the whole class, after the lectures. She said something really impressive. So that was my favorite activity, the
Okay.
training session, training and retraining session. Yes.
Yeah, I kind of have a question here.
Okay.
Although I know that both of you were in the lecture, I was unavoidably absent in
Okay.
that lecture. I had so much. I wouldn't care to mention now, but I know both of you were in that lecture, and I just want to spare you the fact that you don't know the name of the lecturer, so I'll spare you that fact. But I want to ask
Honest question.
an honest question,
Please try to be
innocent
honest. Try to be
question.
honest.
Okay.
Okay. Let me make it simple. It's going to be a question that favors like every viewer out there. So, what is the one thing that, because I just see everybody saying how we learned so much, so like I really also want to make pick your brain. So, what is the one thing that you learned? Like, I know you learned so much. Like, what is one thing that yes, I never knew this before. Now knowing this, I'm very happy. I've learned something today. So that what's that one thing? I'm sure somebody out there will learn something today, and me too. So
Okay, so I will just explain mine in simple sentences.
yeah.
The first thing I learned was the ethics in presenting. Like when I say the ethics in presenting, it has to do with the do's and don'ts, what you should do and what you shouldn't do as a presenter.
Okay.
Yes, as a presenter, there are some kind of words you're not
Supposed to
supposed to
use.
use.
Yeah.
There are some kind of things you're supposed to avoid while
Present.
anchoring a program. Yes, it's not everything you say. While, especially in a program like this, like in a religious,
TV.
TV like this, that it's not everything you say while talking or
There's
while
so
anchoring
much
a program.
languages you can't use.
Thank you very much. And then I also learned the difference, that there is a slight difference between TV presenting and radio presenting.
presenting.
Yes. So though the difference is not that large or not that big, but at least there is a difference between the TV presenter and a radio presenter.
presenter.
So those
Yeah.
are simple
Okay.
explanations.
So this answer sounds very broad, but please can you just pick one like, okay, what are exactly that don't do and do? I know like language, yeah, but like what language? It could be any language. You don't have to mention it because you are not supposed to say it, yeah.
Okay.
But you can. There's always another way to say it. so.
Okay. Okay, now the what should I start with? The do's or the don'ts? Okay, I would say as a presenter you have to be confident in whatever you feel you want to say to your audience. As a presenter, you should be a very, very good researcher. You should not just wake up from your
And
bed
just
one
speak.
day, yes, and say you're going to anchor a program you know nothing
About.
about. So what if your guest speaker is someone who is well grounded on
Equipped.
that topic, and then you as a presenter who is there to represent your audience, you have nothing at all in your head, you don't have a clue of what you're going there to talk about, and then the guest speaker just gets at you or picks at you while talking, it will look like you don't know what you're doing. So
yeah.
as a presenter, you should, as a matter of necessity, be a very good
Researcher.
So I think I've made mention of two. And then there are, like I said, there are words you shouldn't use as a presenter. Maybe you could actually use some of those words in a
another
commercial,
setting.
yes, maybe if you're
An
like,
entertainment show.
thank you.
so-
But in a religious TV like this, there are things you ought not to say
Say.
while presenting.
especially for our languages. Okay. So, Sister Queen, the
Okay.
princess.
Okay, yeah, I learned a whole lot of things.
Yeah.
Trust me. Firstly, I learned that as a presenter, you have to think at your feet. Like every single time you're sitting, you should be thinking of your next move. You should be thinking of the next thing to say, the next line of action. Or I also learned that as a presenter, you should dress your show. Dress according to the program you are anchoring, dress according to what you have to do. For example, I want to anchor an everlasting gospel program and I'm coming in with casual white.
No,
It
native.
does not. Okay,
That looks so odd.
that would look so odd, like out of the whole thing. So that's
Yeah,
another
Ankara.
thing. sorry about that, but that was even I don't know. So that's another thing I learned. Now another very important thing I learned is that as a presenter, you should learn to pronounce people's names.
Yeah.
Okay.
Something
yeah.
happened to me one day. Okay, we had a show. I won't mention the name though. So we had guests. Now I think I was with Sister UD that very day. So we got names, and as the program started, I did not even say anything to the man. I just mentioned the first name and I flowed. Because I did not want to even attempt that particular second name he gave to me, knowing that if I had gone into it,
You'd have casted yourself.
it would have been so funny. But the man told us that as presenters, we should learn to pronounce names. We should know where a particular name is coming from.
Okay. Do you think the man will be very proud of you right now?
You should, I mean.
No, but the fact that we actually learned something.
Yes,
Yes,
that's
like we're
it.
trying to
No,
I know,
seriously.
I know the area he's
It's
coming
coming
from.
from.
I know the area he's coming from.
Oh.
But please, Mr. Emmanuel, wherever you are, just try to be proud of us.
Okay. Now I get. Now I understand.
Okay, I hope you also understand our beloved esteemed viewers.
Okay,
Let's
so
move forward.
yes, we got to.
I don't think you asked Sister Stella about our best events.
Okay.
Yeah, I was going to ask when she threw the question back at us. So over to you, Sister Stella. What was your best activity?
You may the training part of it. The training and the film festival.
Okay.
Yes, I had just two.
So do you have interest in acting at all?
Do I have interest in acting? Not per se, but I just enjoy.
Watching?
Yes, I just
seeing
enjoy
movies.
watching. I enjoy watching. Let me start from the training. Just like she said, I love learning new things every day
Yeah.
because I think what we were taught by Mr. Emmanuel that day, not that they sounded too strange.
Yeah,
or
but yeah,
too
I
new.
know, and I don't. I kind of feel like when you mentioned Mr. Emmanuel, you should just complete the name. What I don't know, just what's there.
Oh, Hamuha.
You know, I'm having a caribou. I don't think that's name or caribou or something in my head.
You say Oha Hoha. You say
Stop
Karimo.
it, that's all.
Karimo, yeah.
No.
Oh, please don't.
No, it's not. Okay, but is it Karimo?
No.
Karimo.
No.
Do you support what she's saying?
No, I don't
Not
support
scary
that. Me, I'm
mom.
talking
Do you
of
support
the
what she's saying?
OHIO.
Oh, you can't
I think
spell
it
the
was
name.
AKA.
I
I
mean,
can spell it, but the
cannot
pronunciation,
pronounce
even
it.
the way he himself pronounces it is, he's not pronouncing it as a Nigerian.
Yes.
Because
Just
Is
so
he a
fast
Nigerian?
and-
yes, he is.
Edo State,
Edo
yeah.
State.
Benin.
So, like I said,
Cool.
I really liked the training part because not that whatever he taught us that those 3 days were things we don't know already
Yeah.
or sounded strange or something, but the fact that we learned more,
Yeah.
or maybe we were reminded of the things
And, or maybe
we
the
had
way
known.
he said it.
He said it, yes, because he gave some kind of illustration, some kind of I don't know, examples
Yes.
to lighten up
Experiences.
Yes, yeah. He also gave him some kind of self-experience, just so that everybody can be carried along at the same time. You know, most persons really learn more or learn quickly when they get illustrations or stories or experiences. So it was a very, very interesting session during that anniversary week. And then the carnival floats, the
Film
film
festival.
festival. Like I said, not that I really love acting, not that I really love acting, but I love the fact that people are have that courage, have the boldness. Not everybody can face a camera.
Yeah,
Yes,
sure.
the fact that anybody or those actors had the boldness, had the courage. In fact, the very fact that they had the courage to pick the phone alone, it's something for me. Yes, so I really applaud all the persons who featured in one movie or the other, just for I don't know, is it for the fame or just for them to have a movie, or in fact everything they produced that period goes to Starcross TV because all those movies will be shown on Starcross television.
Yeah.
So I really applaud everybody who did who acted all those movies in their own little way. So but even the carnival float too, I actually enjoyed the carnival float. It was that synergy was there. There was nothing. There was no.
But
I
I also
think-
feel I think the carnival float is like another medium of evangelism.
Yes,
Yes.
it
So
was
it's
because
super important.
yes, the hype man MC Equator, he actually did a whole lot.
For real, for
the,
real.
Yes, hyping the carnival. He was God's own TV, the voice of the universe. You're here and all those stuff
Proud
that
of
he
him.
said. Yes, he actually hyped the carnival float. So I think those 3 events or 3 activities in the week, I picked interest in them. Yes.
Okay. That's beautiful. That's nice. Really nice. So, we will be having another segment in few minutes. I think I should not tell us who will be coming on set, but for now, we will be embarking on a very brief break. By the time we will return with one of our guest speakers. Yes. So for now, Let's go on a break. We'll be back shortly.
Stars Television is the only entertaining station with spiritual messages reaching the world. Stars Television is the only entertaining station with spiritual messages reaching the world. Stars Television is the only entertaining station.
₦100,000 from Sister Clementina and family. 3 hearty cheers to the Holy Spirit. Messages reaching the world. Stars Television is the only entertaining station with spiritual messages reaching the world. Equator, please come forward. Immediately after that, we take the chairman's opening speech. MC Equator, you have 3 minutes. 3 minutes to tell us everything you have to say.
In the name of our Lord Jesus Christ, we are celebrating 10 years and not 10 days. In the name of our Lord Jesus Christ, in the blood of our Lord Jesus Christ, now and forevermore. Please, where is Brother Excellency Tatex? Okay, please. The MC has just called MC Equator. I don't know what MC Equator is coming out to do. I don't know what thing I won't come do. So, Brighter Text. So, you are going to call MC Equator as an artist for his performance. Then I will now come out.
Ladies and gentlemen, it is about to go down. We're about to bring on stage a very unique and dynamic comedian, all the way from the city of Lagos. Ladies and gentlemen, Put your hands together as we bring on the stage the comedian of Brotherhood of the Cross in the Star 2021, MC Equator.
Wow, yes. That's how we do it. That's how we do it. Now, so this life, though, nobody, they know everything finish. See all the abroad where Petra Crash Shepherd, Olga don't go. You know, if you introduce comedian. Now, so the thing be. That's how life is. You cannot get everything. Today, I've not come to crack joke. I've come to give you the word of God. Yeah. You see me with Bible, Abi? You want to collect the Bible? Information officer again. Information officer. Oh, we are not talking about meat here. Ladies and gentlemen, brothers and sisters, you're welcome to Starcross Television 10 years anniversary. If you know you're happy, let me hear you say hallelujah. I've not come to crack joke. I've just come to tell you the word of God. Now turn to your neighbor. Say, neighbor. I'm not hearing you. Turn to your neighbor. Say, neighbor. What the enemies meant for bad. I'm not hearing you. Tell them what the enemies meant for bad. Our Father has turned it for good. Any neighbor that is not telling you, stand up from that place. Tell another neighbor. What the enemies meant for bad, our Father has turned it for good. Oh. Una no carry am serious because they come from me. Oh. Una serious? So people are taking me serious. I thought they don't take me serious. Oh. Now so they don't take me serious. I go win Mr. UMF. Now Men's Fellowship have promised to open business for me. Men's Fellowship, they are clapping for you people. His Grace, it's happy song. They are clapping for you people now. Not that when I asked you, you say it was only a promise. After all, APC been promised us, they don't fulfill. Listen to me. Today, I've come here to crack all my old jokes. I'm not cracking any new joke. Not the word of God again, Abi. This country, nobody get one work. Nobody get one work. Musician will come. If they call somebody like Petra Crash Shepherd Fidelis for performance, he will come here, will sing, "This is the year of the Lord." The year is old song. You will dance. If they call a call, he will sing. His old song, you will dance. Today, me, Equator, I'm cracking all my old joke, and you will hear. If you know you are here as a man, please, you have tried. And as a woman, also try. You are trying, oh. You are trying, oh. For example, now, maybe in the house, mommy is not here. Okay, let me use, mommy, in the house, what do you call daddy? Sweetheart, Abi?
Yes.
Sweetheart, please let that name change. Mommy, now you call him something that is costly. How much is sweet? 10 naira. Call him something that is costly. Call him something like, oh, my subsidy. Oh, my fuel. Who said Jesus? You need to call them something where they're costly now. Sweet is too small for them. Huh? Sweet 10 naira. Now when you give person money, they know they tell you thank you. They believe say you don't do well. But listen to me, you can never please everybody. Just do your best and leave the rest. I remember some years ago, this is a testimony of General Manager, Starcross. This one is for you. Some years ago, I was performing award night, 2013, 2014. General Manager of Starcross now, then, he was telling the MC, MC, tell that boy to leave the stage. Tell that boy to leave the stage. It's not funny. Listen to me. Anything you are passing through is a process to your success. 2021, that same voice that told me, tell Petra Shepherd good news to tell me to leave the stage. That same person, he said, oh, MC Equator, please, can I work with you? General manager, true or false?
Continue.
Now, so life there. So anything you are passing through, it is a process to your success. That is why it is called Brotherhood of the Cross. And get one time when I come, and no funny. If I come stand, the blessing na family story at the talk. Now so it be. There was a time, sir, you know they be chairman, Abi. Now you don't be chairman, Abi. Or you do like chairman now. Do like chairman. Do waiting chairman, then they do. Oh, hey, you want that? We want to put up a bucket. Tight office, this one is not for you. It's not dustbin. Is it your own? Do like chairman, it says look like dustbin. If you look like dustbin, the way they enter them now dustbin. Let me crack one of my old joke and I go. What else that cross like? General manager. Now me and you today. People say, you go Labour Party, say you know win. You win. Thank you, Father. Okay. You don't do like chairman. See what in chairman do. You're supposed to follow him. So then they do. You have to follow the lead. Follow your leader. See what your chairman do. Follow him. Digital.
All money they go Star Cross.
Star Cross where they owe me. You want more talk in front of Father? Is everything? Accountant, please avoid me. Let me talk one of my old joke and I go. This joke is one of the best jokes I have. And when they called me on stage, they say, put your hands together for Equator. Some of you did not clap. If you don't know, Brother Equator standing here is what? Brother UMF, Brother Universal Men's Fellowship. And people think say, now by fine. No be by fine.
Star Cross Television is the only entertaining station with spiritual messages reaching the world. Star Cross Television is the only entertaining station with spiritual messages reaching the world. Star Cross Television.
Welcome back, and yeah, I had pledged that when we return, we will be coming back with a guest speaker. Although I did not introduce you to him before now, but let me do you the honor of introducing to you our guest speaker for a few minutes in person of Brother Odudu. Hey, good morning, Brother Odudu. How are you doing?
Good morning. I'm fine. How are you doing?
I'm doing very well, thank you. Wow, you even know my name. Okay, sorry about that. Sorry. So, yeah, I'm still with Sister Stella and Brother Oku, and it's a hi from them. Good morning, Brother Odus.
Good morning, Brother Odus.
Okay.
Can you hear us?
Good morning.
Yeah, Brother Odus.
Good morning, brother.
What do you have for us today, Brother Odus?
Yes.
Actually, I thought today we were going to talk about the film festival of Star Cross TV anniversary. So, right?
Okay. It's a wonderful one. Let's do it.
Yes.
Okay, actually, I know a lot of movies we have played that day. First of all, I want to congratulate guys for a successful anniversary week. It was an event-full week and everything went smoothly. You know, a lot of people enjoyed the packages you guys came with, starting from the carnival to the film festival and so many other things you guys did. It was really, really awesome. So I want to say a big congratulations to you guys. Okay, can you hear me? Yeah, so
Yes.
moving on, for the film festival, I was also one of the participants. Yes, I decided to do a film, and I think I would like to use this opportunity to talk about the effects I used there, because a lot of people have been asking how I did it. I don't know if you guys saw it, where I created an effect where I'm a twin, and I was having a conversation with my twin brother, and a lot of people have been asking how is that possible if I actually have a real twin brother. Can you hear me? Can you guys hear me?
If you're really twin.
Yeah. Okay. So, can you hear me now?
What was the title of your movie, Abby?
Yeah, sure, we can hear you.
Is Face of Destiny. Yeah, that's the title of the movie.
Okay.
Would you like me to share, to play a bit of it for you?
Yeah, sure.
Talking about?
Sure.
Okay.
Yeah, you can. You have 5 minutes.
Okay. I haven't actually done this before, but let me just try it. Okay. I don't know. Can you see it here?
Yes, so I was saying for this, we will be doing this privately or personally. So for now,
next
can
Tuesday.
you?
We have Tuesday.
Okay, yeah, we still have next Tuesday. Yeah. So can you tell us what your take is on the last or just concluded anniversary? You know, we have just I think 4 minutes to go.
3
minutes. Sorry.
I actually did intend to play all. I just wanted to show you what happened there, and I just wanted to use 1 minute to explain the process that
Go
I
ahead,
used.
go ahead. You have 1 minute.
So actually, a lot of people have been asking how I did it, and it's just a combination of special effects and visual effects. So first of all, the shot I used to achieve the master scene was a lockdown shot. I don't know if you remember when we were talking about shots and camera movement in cinematography, where we explained what a lockdown shot is. Yes, lockdown shot is where you just fix the camera and you don't move it. So yes, that is what I used. The camera was mounted on a tripod and it wasn't moved for the both scenes. What I did was I acted the first scene with someone. I had an assistant that was acting with me, cueing me in, which was what made the synchronization to be very, very smooth. So I did that, but I have to change up again and take the other roles, switch places. Now during the editing, what we do is we place the both clips together and use cropping effect to merge it and further to smoothen it, and we align the dialogue with the audio that has been recorded, and that was how we're able to create that effect. For those people that have been asking, I don't have a twin brother. It was just an effect that we used to achieve this particular feat. I can see it's playing now on the screen. So that was just what we did. Apart from that, there were other few technicalities where we had to do proper blocking and positioning of the actors. If you're not careful, it might, have glitches and a whole lot of things that maybe you didn't expect to see. So that's what I have for you today, since I don't have much time. Yes, but like I said, on the anniversary aspect, it was really awesome, and I watched all the movies that everybody did. Everybody, all the producers, they did marvelously well. They did very, very great. The movies were awesome. The stories were nice. I saw one which had to do with where a child of the father was kidnapped, and they wanted to kill her, but the father intervened, and it was just so nice seeing our BCS and brethren coming up with such inspiring and well-packaged and presented movies, for the film festival. And really, really, I want to congratulate you guys for, this particular initiative.
Thank you.
Yes.
Thank you very much, brother. What do you do? Thank you so much for coming through today, and we really appreciate your coming. Thank you for speaking to and with us this morning. So, like I said earlier, we have
a little rundown on YouTube.
Okay.
Not yet. I don't think so. No.
Okay, brother. I think we have some comments from our YouTube session.
Okay, thank you, Brother Odus. Is he still there with us?
Yeah, sure, he is.
Okay, thank you, Brother Odus, and there are some comments here for you, but I'll just do a little rundown of all because it's like 5 of it. From Sister Gladys, good morning, everyone. BCS is indeed the light of the world. Kudos to Starcross TV for keeping us abreast of events and issues happening around the world. Simply the best. From Patience Monday, I enjoy watching the Morning Star Breakfast Show. Well done, guys. Then for you, Brother Odus, very interesting and informative program. Well done, Brother Emmanuel Odudu. This person knows you very well, so thank you. And that's all for our YouTube channel, and we see you, everyone, on YouTube. And make sure to comment if you have anything to say to us.
Yes, and also subscribe to the YouTube platform.
Okay, alright, thank you very much. So for now, again, that will be the end of this segment, this particular segment. Coming back next in a few minutes, we'll be coming in with yet a different package. Also, I will not reveal it to you. Just stay tuned and see things for yourself. We should embark on a short break now. We'll be with you shortly.
Only entertaining station with spiritual messages reaching the world. Starcross Television is the only entertaining station with spiritual messages reaching the world. Starcross Television is the only entertaining station with spiritual messages reaching the world. Starcross Television is the only entertaining station with
Starcross TV entertainment team. Come forward. 2 minutes for that. Ambassador Joyce, get ready for a brief goodwill message. Her Eminence Ronke, get ready for a vote of thanks. 144, get ready to sing.
I will fight.
the deepest stretch, the sunny days, and there I will tell the story of Olumba. Climb the highest mountain, cross the seven seas to the deepest stretch, the sunny desert. There I will tell the story of Olumba. Hear the voice of the universe. He speaks from the star-crossed television. His words, everlasting gospel, and it brings peace to the whole wide world. Climb the highest mountain, cross the seven seas to the deepest stretch, the sunny desert. There I will tell the story of Olumba. Climb the highest mountain, cross the seven seas to the deepest stretch, the sunny desert. There I will tell the story of Olumba. I will go 1,000 miles and tell the world the story of Olumba. I will fly the line on high, and we'll proclaim Olumba is good. Climb the highest mountain, cross the seven seas to the deepest stretch, the sunny desert. There I will tell the story.
Good morning and welcome to the football show on Starcross Television. I am David Eric reaching out to you from Starcross TV. It has been wonderful, it has been exciting. We had the weekend, and this week we are also in the world of football. Yes, I'm not always here alone, definitely. I'm almost here with my fantastic team. Yes, sitting opposite me is Christ Ambassador Victor. Good morning, Christ Ambassador Victor, and welcome to the show.
Good morning.
Hope you're happy and hope you're excited that the season is over.
Yeah, I'm excited that the season is over, but
you're not happy that you lost the FA Cup.
we'll come to that. Yes, also we also have Brother Elijah in the building. Good morning and welcome to the show. I believe you're happy that the season, or the frustrated season for Chelsea, is over.
Of course, I'm very happy that season has finally finished.
And pray,
Let's
and
look
pray
for a new chapter.
The season does not come up.
It cannot come up again.
Well, we always have time to correct our mistakes, except
of course.
We want it to continue. Definitely,
it can't continue.
Yes,
No,
like
this
Chelsea
one cannot continue.
why do you think so? Why do you think so?
It can't continue. I'll take it at least was the worst season for Chelsea and in the history of Chelsea. So the team, the fans, the players, the staff, the owners, they don't even want this kind of.
Definitely.
Some days ago, Pulisic deleted some of his social media picture and said that this was the worst season of Chelsea. He had to delete some pictures. So you see, to the players, they don't even want to witness that kind of a season again. So I'm sure next season is going to be better.
And that is why some of the players want to leave Chelsea, because they can't stand the fact that they are not going to play Champions League, they're not playing Europa, not even Europa League Conference.
Don't worry, they have something to fight for. They have their reputation to fight for. Okay, before we dive into Europe, let's look at the Under-20 World Cup, where our own country has been kicked out of the tournament. We had high expectations and high hope for them. Currently, they were knocked out by Korean side, who were very, very trickish and very, very smart. They came with a game plan, and you see they outsmarted us, and it all went down to the extra time. So, Ambassador, what do you think? How do you think Nigerians will be feeling currently after the high hopes they gave to us by beating the host team 0-2 at their ground? What do you think Nigerians will be feeling?
There is nobody that will, there is no Nigerian, in a football-loving Nigerian that will feel all right. You know, beating the host country should give you high hopes, should ginger the team, should spur up your aspirations. So I think there is no football-loving Nigerian currently that is happy, because I think the coach would have studied Korea, the Korean side very much. But once you have a match at hand, you study the team you want to play with, study their previous 2 matches, look at their loopholes, look at where they are strong, so that you know how to assign your players to handle those areas. So I think that is what the coach failed to do.
Okay, let's look at this aspect. The Nigerian team were known for always sitting back and coming out with a counter. Likewise, the Korean Republic team, they also had the same pattern of game. But when Nigeria beat Argentina, we saw that the momentum changed. They had that confidence to come up. Throughout the tournament, Nigeria has not gotten possession over any team. But we noticed from statistics here saying that Nigeria had 60% over 40% Republic of Korea. They had 20 shots to 4 shots for Korea, and they had 3 shots on target. 183 goal attempts, you understand? So Nigeria were really, really dangerous and at attacking pace. So do you think that the Korean side rewrote the Nigerian plan, like they came up to play the Nigerian game?
Yeah, I think the Nigerian team were not clinical enough, because for me, Nigeria would have win that match at full time. Yeah, we had all the chances. We were dominating the game, of course. We were doing the playing as if the Korean team were doing the defense, you know, and we were playing. I also look at the other side. The Korean team, they had a game plan. They had a game plan. Look, let's go there and try to hold these guys, you know. Let's try to see how we can defend them, then see what we can do, counter, try to check their weak point and see where we can capitalize. So Nigerians tried. They did very well, of course. I'll be happy with them, of course, for the fact that they beat the host nations by 2 goals. So that gave me that confidence. I, as a person, I was like, they are going to win the South Korean team. And of course, we were supposed to win that match, but us struggling, we had to play full time 0-0. And the most annoying part of it was that we had to concede at extra time. You know, at least if you wanted to lose, you would have lost at full time. Why are you taking us to extra time? Of course, you would have tried to see how you can maintain the game, at least to penalty. You know, penalty is anybody's game. Who knows? The luck can be on your side or the other person's side. But the Flying Eagles did very well, and I'm sure they will be happy with themselves.
Okay, that is wonderful. That is really wonderful from our Super Eagles, from our Flying Eagles rather. We believe that most of the players there should be integrated into the national team, because that is what everybody wants. We want to see the young ones be integrated into the national team, and they should also grow and part and parcel of the national team. Okay, let's take a little deviation to Europe. We know everything is coming to an end, but football is not coming to an end, you understand? We'll also be having other games, national friendlies, and so on and so forth. So let's take a look at inside on what happened at the FA Cup at Wembley Stadium. Manchester United lost to Man City. We saw Ike Gundogan getting a brace and almost scoring the same pattern of goal twice. Do you think Manchester United are to be blamed, or specific players are to be blamed, or is it the team's fault at that tournament?
Look, I said this thing before. This is a cup final. It's very different from a normal league game. You're playing for 3 points. You know, if you lose 3 points today, you can get 3 points tomorrow. If you have a draw today, you can have a win tomorrow. But this is a cup final, you know that okay, one hand, as the team is coming into the field at the beginning of the match, everybody's one hand is on the trophy. You understand? It now depends on how the game will turn out to be. Of course, it's a cup final. I wasn't expecting something less, you know. I was expecting a very tough game, which it happened to be a very tough game. We saw Man City had an early goal, you know, from Gundogan. 13 seconds. And, you know, some people will say, like, man, you were careless. Or some people's mind will be at the beginning of that goal, wow, it's going to be a goal festival, you know, something like that, scoring that early. But that's a cup final, you know. It was a mistake, and the goal came in, and we saw Man U come back again with Bruno Fernandes penalty, and the game was a tough game. Of course, there was lots of chances. Both teams played very well. Both teams went for the goal. Even Man United played very well. I wasn't even expecting them to play like that. I was expecting that Man City, even if it's a cup final, will have a very comfortable win. But the game turned out the other way. Man U at the end of the game, where they weren't even dominating and creating more of the chances, I'll still say they were not clinical too, and they were like not taking their chances very well. And we still saw Gundogan again coming up again to secure the win for Man City. So I think it was a tough game, and it was a wonderful game.
Okay, let's look at some key players who did not function. Do you think Manchester United really missed Anthony on the right hand side, and also Anthony Martial via the center? We saw the formation, the change of formation. We've noticed over times when Ten Hag starts Marcus Rashford at center forward, he finds it very difficult for him to penetrate than when he operates on the left flank. So do you think those players that were injured would have given Manchester United an edge?
Well, yes. Anthony De Santos is a player that even if he is not too good in taking on players, he's very good in the marking. We have seen him a couple of times. Whenever he loses the ball, he makes sure that he gets the ball back. But for the game on that day, I blame the coach because there were some players that were not in the game. Like the first goal that Gundogan scored, I will blame Eriksen. Eriksen was very close to him, and on several occasions we saw Eriksen being careless about marking Gundogan. I think he was the one saddled with the responsibility of marking Gundogan. And on several occasions we saw Gundogan outsmart Eriksen. So the coach would have studied this thing from the first half, or the technical crew would have studied this and bring in somebody like we had the likes of Scott McTominay on the bench, who would have been very clinical with marking. So I think we actually missed Martial in the game. We missed Martial, but bringing in Vegas was out of it. He would have brought in someone else and play false 9 role. It's possible. We have been seeing we saw Man City play false 9 throughout season before last. You won't even know who is playing number 9. In fact, you will not even have a number 9 player on the pitch, which means anybody could score. So he would have talked to those players in the changing room. Hey, look guys, since we don't have Anthony Martial, we are going to play a false 9. You allow Vegas to be where he was. You can bring another player and let them play false 9. When I'm talking about false 9, even Bruno Fernandes could be the number 9. Rashford could be the number 9. We saw Sancho on the pitch. He could be the number 9. So I think I'll blame the coach. Yeah, you don't have players like Martial on the pitch, but you saw that Eriksen was not performing. You wouldn't have allowed him to come in the pitch during the second half. So that is what I observed in the game.
Okay, so we are looking at the rebuilding of Manchester United. I believe most Manchester United fans are not really disappointed on the scoreline, as Bradaja has said, because we were looking at the festival of goals. We saw at the point Guardiola had to switch for a 5-man defense, which is unlike Guardiola because of the threat. So we are hoping something different might happen come this Champions League. But I believe as the show goes on, we're going to talk about that. Okay, let's look at our headlines for today. And we've seen that the ranking of the Ballon d'Or list is out, and we've gotten the top 5 on the Ballon d'Or list. Our own brother from Nigeria, Victor Osimhen, is occupying the 5th position. It is very wonderful for us to see somebody coming from Africa and also Nigeria. If they had told us in the next couple of years to come that we'll be having somebody from Nigeria gracing the list for the Ballon d'Or, I wouldn't have believed that. It is wonderful. So do you think the possibilities are there for Osimhen to make it to the top 3 on the day of the finals?
Well, this is football, and I think Ballon d'Or is always allowed to the fans to decide. And even when the fans are deciding, there are criteria.
Yes.
We check the top 5 players that have been listed. What are
Their achievements.
Their achievements. I know that Osimhen is a very good player, but truth be told, he has not achieved much in football generally, even in the just concluded season. So, but well, let's just see how it goes. I cannot sit down here to decide.
Okay, it is really, really a tight one. We have Osimhen at the 5th position. We have Kevin De Bruyne at the 4th position. We have Kylian Mbappe at the 3rd position. And we have Lionel Messi at the 2nd position. And we also have Erling Haaland at the top position. There are speculations that if Haaland may succeed to win the Champions League on Saturday, it is possible for him to become the new Ballon d'Or winner.
Or Kevin De Bruyne.
Or Kevin De Bruyne. But if Messi is privileged to also win it again, it will be something really mouth-watering, because it will be very hard for you to break that record, becoming 8-time Ballon d'Or. So, Brother, what do you think? Do you think Lionel Messi will become the Ballon d'Or winner again, or we'll get to see a new face?
Well, yeah, I don't see Messi in the picture.
Yes.
Wow.
I don't see Lionel Messi in the Ballon d'Or picture. Yeah, of course he won the World Cup. Yeah, but I see Kevin De Bruyne and Erling Haaland.
Yes.
But
they have two trophies.
They have their achievements this season is bigger. Just like Ambassador Victor said, Victor Osimhen has tried. He has played well. He's the highest goal scorer for the Italian side, and has won the Napoli side their League Cup. But I still think the achievements are not much compared to what the records Erling Haaland has broken this season, and the goals he has scored, and the things he has,
the contributions
in the team to Manchester City. So let's look at Manchester City winning the Champions League again and winning the treble. So I really feel it's going to be between Erling Haaland and Kevin De Bruyne. Of course, we still have another
Kylian Mbappe is there.
Kylian Mbappe is there, of course. Yeah, that's another player. So, but I don't see him coming into the first, second. I can see him from 3rd position.
Okay, before we look at the Champions League, because we're going to keep that for last and make our predictions, let's look at some of the players who have retired. We have a player like Zlatan Ibrahimovic. Officially, he has retired from football, and it is wonderful for us to have that kind of player grace the stage of football. Do you think he will be missed? Do you think there will be somebody to replace Zlatan Ibrahimovic at this country, and also the legacy he has kept generally in football? Ambassador, what do you think?
Of course. You see, histories are always created by somebody. And of course, once you create history, you've not broken the history record. When somebody does something more than what you did, the person has broken your record. So for Zlatan, he was a very wonderful player. Of course, he will be missed, but definitely people will come and break his records. Take for instance, all these leg over, some of the footwork in football were invented by Okocha. But there are people these days that does it better than the way when Okocha was still in active football.
Okay, brother, let's take a look at Messi's scene that happened at Paris Saint-Germain. We saw Paris Saint-Germain were leading 2-0, and that was the official day Messi was supposed to leave Paris Saint-Germain alongside Ramos. And we noticed they had to lose the game, but they were crowned champion. And instantly, the fans of Paris Saint-Germain were booing Messi, 7-time Ballon d'Or winners. Do you think it was a very bad gesture from PSG fans?
Yeah, I think it was really not the best from them, Of course, I know the expectations for Lionel Messi, like I said in our previous times, the expectations for Lionel Messi, they were not able to be given the expectations, because well, they were expecting that as long as Messi, with the kind of player he is, football god will just come and win them the Champions League, which they are really interested in. And of course, it's football, No matter how good you are, of course, Messi is a player who can stand alone and do something. We have seen him do it for Argentina in the World Cup, winning them the World Cup. But this is a different team. Paris Saint-Germain is a different team. But I didn't expect the fans to start booing him. Of course, for a player like his caliber, is even a privilege to have a player like Lionel Messi playing in your team. Apart from winning the trophies, you know what a player like Messi would bring to a team, the advantages, the incomes that is going to come into that team, you know, the support. Okay, just take a look at Lionel Messi leaving PSG, and they are losing 1.5 million followers on Instagram. You imagine that kind of a thing. So is that a player you should boo? Of course. It was not really nice for the fans. And even the pictures they were taking after they were crowned champions, you know, I could look into Messi. He wasn't really happy. You know, the joy was not there. He wasn't really. I could say it was a fake smile. There was a particular.
He had to move down to the tunnel.
After that, he just went to the tunnel. You know, I think the player himself is disappointed with the fans. You know, Messi is a player that tries to give it all in a team, no matter what team it is. At least when he's on the pitch, he tries to play his best and deliver. So I really think it was bad for the fans to start booing him.
It's really bad. We as football fans should also understand that these men are not machines. They are human beings. They also have feelings. They also have so many things running through their mind.
And
okay,
a tree cannot make a forest.
Definitely, a tree cannot make a forest. And let's look at it age-wise. He's also getting older, so you cannot compare the Messi of when he's 20s and now that he's in his 30s. Okay, so let's look at another exciting player who looks like he's retiring from football, but he's not retiring from football. And that player, Karim Benzema. The coach of Real Madrid said that he was shocked to hear the announcement that Karim Benzema is leaving Real Madrid because he was not told. He only had the announcement at the day they were about to play Atletico Club Bilbao. He had the announcement that Karim Benzema will be leaving the club, and he was in shock. So do you think that's going to affect the team? He has just 1 year to spend as Lotti as a coach with Real Madrid, and his star striker has left the club officially. And some other players like Mariano, Asensio, and also Hazard, who had an official agreement with the club, and he has cut his contract short for him to look for another greener pasture. Do you think he's going to affect the club? Do you think Ancelotti is on pressure currently? The Brazil national team are on his neck for him to come and take up the Brazil managerial role. So do you think Ancelotti is going to leave Real Madrid, and do you think Madrid is going to lose Benzema and miss Benzema, and would you think he's going to fill up the spot?
I think I saw, first of all, I saw on news yesterday that Madrid has somebody to replace Benzema.
Okay.
I think a Chelsea player.
Kai Havertz.
Yeah. And they are not really sure, you know.
They're not really
there
sure.
are a lot of players on the list.
Benzema's boots is something magnificent. So big. That was the same thing that happened to Hazard. He was called upon to come and try to fit into Ronaldo's shoes. And we saw that the loophole is still there.
See, once a player leaves a club, definitely the space, the vacuum will not be filled immediately.
Okay.
First of all, Real Madrid generally should expect a change in football pattern because of the caliber of players that have opted out of the team. When you bring in a new player, the players that are going to replace Asensio, Benzema, and other players, they might not adapt to the current style of play. So the coach will have to tilt a little bit, and just like we are perceiving, there is this possibility that the coach also might be leaving. So Real Madrid should just be expecting a new Madrid. Yeah, because okay, let me answer your question straight. Definitely there will be players to replace these persons. You don't expect maybe the same pattern of play that we experience with Benzema. The only player that is coming in should come and maintain that same pattern. Everybody have their own style of play. So, but definitely people are going to come to replace.
Okay, let's look at Harry Kane. Madrid are also on the set for Harry Kane. But you know, Harry Kane is a British player, and this British player has this mentality of not leaving their terrain. So do you think they will be able to convince Harry Kane to come in to Real Madrid? Because if Harry Kane goes to Madrid, I remember the time earlier when Ronaldo was still there, they made advancements to get Harry Kane, and he refused to go to Real Madrid. But do you think this is the right time for him to go to Madrid? He might have the chance to be nominated into the Ballon d'Or spot, because when you're playing for a team like Real Madrid, you're sure of getting the Champions League.
Yeah, I feel this is the right time for Harry Kane to make that move. If I'm opportune to advise him as a maybe a team
fan.
I'll tell him to go to Madrid if the opportunity is given to him to go to Madrid. Because I think another thing that would have maybe halted Harry Kane from going to Real Madrid previously would have been because of Benzema.
Yeah.
Of course, there was still Benzema in the team, occupying the same number 9 role, and who was currently doing very well. So now that Benzema is not there, they need a number 9, and for me, the best candidate to replace Benzema is Harry Kane. Although he may not play for a very long time, but he's still going to go in, and still maintain that momentum. Of course, he's a player that can score with leg, with head. He's very good. So for the time being, he can go and still maintain that momentum so that they can try to see how they can. Because of course, we know Real Madrid, Laporte is doing a very good job. He tries to see how he can recruit players. Replacement of players on time. You know, we saw when Ronaldo left, they had to bring in Hazard, who could not do well. But before you know, Vinicius came in and took up that role, and he's doing very well. So now I think Harry Kane would be the best option if I should advise to replace Benzema.
Okay, we've also seen coming up now. I've also seen that Chukwueze also is on the list of Real Madrid to occupy the right role. For Villarreal, he has been wonderful. He has been sensational. When he's on the move, he knows how to do it. Do you think Villarreal will allow Chukwueze to move down to Real Madrid side?
Well, in the world of football, these days, footballers go to where they are well paid. Let us be realistic. Yes.
Wow.
Footballers go to where they are well paid. If not, what will make Messi want to leave PSG to?
No, his contract officially is over. So he did not sign any extension.
Are we aware that if Messi wants to go to Barcelona, that Barcelona will give him a standing ovation?
Which Barcelona are trying all possible means to see if they can get.
But of course, you know, it's not official that Messi is going to the Saudi.
Yes,
No,
it's not official.
It's not official.
but
He's still open to going to Barcelona.
But he is going to the Saudi.
The Messi father is like.
Yeah. Who is his agent?
Yeah.
Yes,
he said that
in
Messi is going back to Barcelona. He said that his son wants to go back to Barcelona according to his statement on social media. But we don't know. Of course, even as a father, the boy still has his own decision to make.
He's the one playing the football.
Of course, not the father.
Just an agent. So, like you asked,
Yeah.
if I was to advise Chukwueze, I would have said let him stay where he has respect.
Wow.
Yes, now because
But
if
he's
he goes
stepping up his game. He's stepping up
if he
his
goes
game.
to Real Madrid,
Yeah.
there is possibility that this guy will not be benched for him.
Rodrigo.
Yes, will not be benched for Chukwueze. But at Villarreal currently, Chukwueze is the first choice number 7.
Yeah.
So I don't think he will go and outsmart Rodrigo.
But we've noticed time without numbers. Rodrigo has been deployed to play the number 9 role. Now officially, there's no striker. They might try something new. They might play Vinicius Junior on the left. They might take Rodrigo to the center and bring in Chukwueze, and that is a normal left-footed winger. So we know what he's going to bring to the team. So definitely, for me, he's a stepping stone or is a greater height for a player like Chukwueze.
Ballon d'Or.
No, we don't see him with Ballon d'Or.
Because you said any player that goes to like if Harry Kane goes to Real Madrid, he stands a chance of winning Ballon d'Or.
He stands a chance. Definitely.
Not just winning the Ballon d'Or.
Definitely,
Of course, he
the
will
Champions
have
League is
opportunities of winning trophies.
Major trophies, which you were not blind.
How many trophies has Real Madrid won this season?
Okay, let's look at Eden Hazard. Eden Hazard is leaving Madrid today. How many matches did he play? He has won 8 trophies.
You know, and now he's leaving Real Madrid with a low market value compared to what he was. He went to Real Madrid with a 115.
Yes.
Now he's leaving at 5 million. Very low. So
but he has a very good CV behind.
He has gotten a lot of trophies. Club World Cup, Champions League, the Spanish League.
What can you say? Likewise, the same thing with Maranhão. He also has a lot of Champions League to his name, but he has not played anything. So that's what Madrid.
But I still think, as a player, I still think as a player, he's not satisfied.
Yes,
in
definitely.
him. He's just feel like he's just been given him a platter of gold. He's just sitting down and they're giving him.
I think he should come to Manchester United.
No.
I would prefer him to come than this guy from PSG. What is his name?
You know, currently the fans are saying Hazard should come back to Chelsea.
I don't see him playing.
I'll prefer him to Neymar rather.
No, I don't even need any of them. But currently, if you want to look at the Chelsea squad, they have good crops of players who just need a great coach. For me, I don't see any player currently that Hazard will be able to match at Chelsea. He will just come and sit at the bench
On the bench, yeah.
That
So
if
he's
he's ready for that.
Arsenal.
No, or we can recommend Fulham for him.
No, Newcastle.
No, see,
Newcastle.
I'm not talking about him coming to play.
Yeah.
Of course. That is the club that maybe let's say pushed him to the heights.
Do you think he's ready to retire?
I think he could come
to retire.
Okay, so
of course.
you mean he will come to Chelsea when he wants to retire?
And retire. No, you should come and retire as a club legend.
Yes,
you know?
that's what I'm saying. Do you
should
think
come and
he's ready to
retire.
retire? Because he's just 30, if I'm not mistaken.
But you know, frustrations could make him want to retire. But we've seen Hazard retire from the national team.
Yes, definitely.
You understand?
Yes.
Not because
due to the outings at the World Cup.
So
but he can be called back because we noticed Messi. The same thing happened to Messi.
Of course.
When he had to lose the Copa, the South American Cup two times. So he had to retire.
You know, now you show it does not mean that when you retire you cannot be called back. You see, most times what you are going through at that particular time will just make you want to retire. Let me just rest face. I don't too suffer. So at the end of the day, I maybe you see better opportunity.
Yeah,
okay, the
you
next
have to
World
come
Cup
back.
coming. Okay, Hazard, can you come and play? Let me come and try again. You know, so it's football.
You might try and
I
win.
might try and win. Okay, now look at Messi now.
So retiring,
After
retiring
retiring,
is the
he has
option.
come back now to win the World Cup.
And he led the team.
So retiring is not the
No, it's not the option. I'm just saying he should come back to Chelsea. Maybe he could retire at Chelsea.
No, he
It would
shouldn't
be
come
good for
back
him.
to Chelsea.
Okay, let's see how it goes. Currently now we see everybody flooding down to Saudi Arabia. What do we think is going to happen?
For the money.
Ronaldo has said it that he sees Saudi Arabia coming up as the top 5, being among the top 5 leagues in the world. Now he sees Saudi Arabia in the next 2 years becoming top class. Do you think that's possible? Eventually, if we have Messi tripping over there, Benzema going over there, we have maybe Hazard might go over there. We have Jordi Alba also moving over there. Busquets definitely will move over there. We will be seeing great players moving to Saudi, and the population will rise up again.
Of course.
So
We
far.
see the media going there
Yeah.
and bringing their league to limelight, you know,
Yeah.
showing their league
The
in
question
the...
we should ask ourselves is, at what age are these players that will make their league
Yeah,
to be
not
one of
really.
the best leagues?
Ambassador, it does not
Somebody
really.
at 38 years that you know very well that he has
He's
no value
finished.
to football. He's finished. He's going to Saudi
No, but
Arabia.
Ambassador,
to
it does
play
not really
football.
matter.
If you say it does not have value to football, of course Benzema still has value to football.
Benzema is just 33.
You know, and the club is Al Ittihad is going
Yeah.
to. They are currently the champions,
Yes.
and their coach is the former Tottenham coach and Wolves coach, Espirito Santos.
Yes.
Is the one, and they are doing very well. You know, they won the.
Yeah. They're doing very well. They
And
are ahead of
Cristiano
Ronaldo. Ronaldo is 37
38.
or 38 rather,
Uh-huh.
and definitely will be 39 next
Okay,
year.
which club, in which top flight club would like to sign Ronaldo?
You know, Ronaldo has a clause with Newcastle United.
Yeah.
Yes, if they head to Champions League, definitely he might return back to Newcastle.
Yeah, he had a clause in the
we're still waiting to see if that clause will be activated. Ronaldo at Saudi was playing like somebody who is 27 years old. If you watch his footages, he has been doing the step overs and the leg overs like somebody that is 20
There's
something.
this saying that in the land of the blind, a one-eye man is blind. So let's forget about Ronaldo.
Please, we cannot use that kind of statement on a legend. We cannot use that.
So like, you are looking down on the Saudi league.
No,
like
no.
they are,
What?
yeah, of course,
I
it's
am
not a
not-
It's
professional
physical.
league.
It's physical.
Of course, it's not that.
What is physical about that league?
No, the league is physical. Seriously,
There's
if you
nothing
watch,
physical about that
you
league.
watch-
I've watched their team severally. There's nothing physical.
have you
about
seen the kind of tackles they give to Ronaldo? Now
Of
we know
course,
we
of
noticed
course.
we
He
noticed something.
faced the same tackles when he was in Manchester United.
We noticed something that anything that's playing the team that Ronaldo is, they would like to put in their best. They would like to make sure that they bring down that team. We noticed when the team of Igalo played the team of Ronaldo, they had to draw, and Igalo was smiling because they knew that even if they did not win the match, they have upsetted Ronaldo from not scoring. Time without numbers, Ronaldo tried to score. You will see 3 players taking that round. That will tell you how passionate it is. And after the game, they had to rush Ronaldo to take a footage,
Yeah.
with him, but he was angry because he had to win that game for him to be able to make sure that the team comes up victorious. So you see, the league is not a weak league. We are expecting something wonderful, Ambassador. Something wonderful.
But we're seeing the league grow.
Yeah.
Of course. They will definitely grow.
Okay, let's look at the main picture for the weekend, which is the Champions League. Now we have this underrated team and we have the top team. Manchester City is the top team, and they are hoping to do what Manchester United did, winning the treble. Understand? And now this is an Inter Milan team who has not gotten to the final for over 13 years. And we saw when they were at the final, they did wonderfully well with the likes of Thiago Milito. We also have our own brother Etu, who was there, and a very formidable and wonderful team. So now let's look at what is going to happen on Saturday. We have the underrated team. Let's start from the goalkeeper for Inter Milan, Onana. He left Ajax. Currently now, he's a very good keeper who can use the legs and who can serve the ball. We have a very good defense here, Postania. We have Barella. We have good players, Lukaku, who is on form. We have Lautaro Martinez. Do you think this crop of players will be able to upset the defense and the philosophy of Manchester City? Ambassador, what do you think?
Well, it's very, very difficult to predict, but I know very well that it's not going to be an easy ride for the both teams.
Okay.
Yeah, like you have rightly said, the Milan side have not won the trophy for 13 years, while the City side have not even won it at all.
Yeah.
So that's why I say it's not going to be an easy ride, but straight away, because of time, let me make my predictions.
Okay.
I see Inter Milan lifts the Champions League.
Wow. Wow.
Let me laugh. It's very funny.
Are you shocked?
It's very,
but now,
I'm shocked to myself.
Inter Milan are going to create history because they have a 37-year-old player, Edin Dzeko, who helped them succeed over Milan to take them to the finals.
Okay.
He is one of the oldest players to have scored during the Champions League course. Now we have Haaland, who is hoping that if he carries the Champions League, he will have the opportunity to become the Ballon d'Or winner. And we see in an interview, Guardiola said he has not really gotten to understand the Italian league yet, because they are very difficult. They are like a terrible side that he just prays that everything goes as planned. So do you think everything is going to go as planned? Definitely, Manchester City's mind is to win the treble, win the Champions League, which they have waited for. This will be their second final. Remember, they were very, very wonderful. If you watch the previous season, they were wonderful. They were so good against Chelsea side, but we noticed an early goal had to bring them back.
Of course.
So do you think that can repeat itself?
Yeah, that is the very first point I want to point out now. Man City, when they played Chelsea, they were favourites to win the trophy, and with just Havertz goal, Chelsea were doing the defending, and we see Man City coming with a lot of chances which they were not able to convert. Now, the same Man City having an opportunity to play another final. This is a trophy they have been so looking for. You know, they have won the Premier League, the FA Cup, Carling Cup, everything. This is one trophy they really need in their cabinet, and they are having this opportunity, playing it again. My brother, there is no two ways about it. I see Man City winning the treble. I see Man City winning the treble. Yeah, and I see Man City winning Inter Milan 2-0.
Wow.
I have a scoreline in mind.
Okay. I have a scoreline in mind.
No problem. I see Inter Milan.
Okay, we're running out of time. Ambassador has given us his own point of view. Inter Milan going victorious. Ambrelaja has given us his own point of view. Man City 2-0. For me, I just want the fans for us to come and enjoy football. But I believe history will be made. The two teams are here to make history. It has been wonderful. It has been exciting here in the world of football from Starcross Television. Keep watching Starcross Television. Enjoy the rest of your day in peace and harmony. I am David Eric. Bye-bye.
Starcross Television.